What up, what up, what up? It's your host, Angry Gaming YT. There's a difference between other channels. Mine has the YT at the end.
It's locked, all right.
Of course it's locked. A lot of things in this game are locked. Don't mind the background noise.
Welcome back,
for
Dr.
whoever's
Reed.
watching.
Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You make no distinction between the living and the scars, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
He is.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both Skulls and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
You've turned Skal now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
I usually have something playing in the background. Just when I'm doing things like this, I can watch this while I
Does
listen.
this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
This is gonna be like an endurance test. But I'm hoping that hoping I can get through here without freaking out. I'm particularly thrilled about this, but I'm gonna do it. So
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
Harriet, Miss Jones has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Skulls, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of His divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I will strive to emulate your merciful nature, Sean, but it's a difficult pledge to make.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges... You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
My discoveries. Vampire blood would enhance your metabolism, perhaps even heal you. If what old Bridget says is true, I'll give you some of mine.
I'd rather not. It would be extremely awkward.
You have no choice, Sean. It's the only way to protect your chapel, those still amongst the living.
No, Dr. Reed. God made me this way. Who am I to disobey His will?
You believe that God's plan was for you to be abandoned at birth?
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
I can't imagine God intended for you to be molested by a priest in an orphanage. Drink, friend.
No!
I said kneel and drink. Now!
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father. "29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there. Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Did you see what happened to him?
Actually, yes. He was thrown from the roof like a vulgar log.
Why is it that you sound so afraid?
You didn't see it. He was dead before he hit the ground. The strength required to do such a thing, well, it beggars belief.
Who could have done that?
Who? Well, a vampire, of course. Look, bite marks on the neck and lacerations here. There is definitely a vampire close by.
Goodbye.
to you! You little...
Of course, they're blocking it.
Watch yourselves! There's one of them! Ah, vermin!
"29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me?" There's been a fight here. This window was shattered with violent force. Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street. Who could have done that?
Sir, step away! He's dead! Over there!
November 1966, two young couples took a ride out to an abandoned munitions site known as the TNT area. What they saw that night was the beginning of strange things happening in the town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Lights in the sky,
Streets to let her expire and be found here. You're surprising. Occasionally, you make a good point. There's one of them!
No.
Oh my god!
The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire. Only a golden watch in her pockets. Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out. This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family.
I see you.
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win. I have this thirst for blood.
Hey guys, so we're out in the McClintock wildlife management area of Clinton, West Virginia. This is Mothman Central, and we're gonna go look at some of the old TNT bunkers. This was actually a munitions area for a long time during World War II. So they stored munitions here, and there's still a bunch of bunkers left. Most of them are in use. The ones we're going to look at tonight are open. So there's like a marsh here. Get the big light out. It's freezing. This is like the Blair Witch Project. Oh, this must be one of them right here. This is gotta be one.
Fuck, the game paused. It paused as soon as I got back to it.
Jonathan.
What was that? I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you.
Ah, where I
They've all been
needed
butchered.
to be. She brought me where I needed to be, because I need to find that Asian person. Jesus.
I can still sense a presence.
This fucking cemetery is amazing.
Come to me.
Ah, there she is.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. All right.
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family whom you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
You should not be by yourself. Grief can be a terrible trial, and it's even worse when you're alone.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I heard that she used to help the refugees. But unfortunately, you don't see her around anymore.
Seriously. Is this another dome? I think it is.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
But you're not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead and staying with them.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
Oh my goodness.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
Back to the matter at hand.
I feel someone's eyes upon my neck. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable.
God help! Please help me! You! What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell Scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary,
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital. Cemetery to cemetery. Grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were. In front of me. On a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary. I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for me.
Mary, wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget. Puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
Oh, so that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good. Slayer! You've burned away Nurse Crane's mind. You're a monster! You rest in peace. blood, priest. Their final thoughts
Are just to die for.
Kiss me again, sweet brother. Abomination! I'll make you kneel like a dog, just as you did to Sean Hampton! Come to me, Jonathan. You left me! Now!
Stop backing up on me.
Kinslayer! Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Come now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
Then, at last, I can forgive you.
as I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister. I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood, via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood. Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Ackroyd.
I gotta go to Whitechapel as soon as possible. Let's go to Whitechapel.
Steady, boys! We've got one of them here!
Good evening, Christine.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
How are the conditions in Whitechapel these days?
When I think about all the people who died trying to reach England, it seems we escaped a war just to die on foreign shores, hated by all.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
I am a
miss.
doctor.
Take care
I don't
of yourself
charge
as
my
best
patients.
you can.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
How are conditions in Whitechapel at the moment?
I always thought it was my role to reveal what really happens in these forgotten parts of London.
And you're not sure anymore?
Empty coffins, cannibalism, walking dead. I'm trying to report the truth about what's going on, but no one believes it anymore.
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye.
That one doesn't seem to get sick. Oh wait. I think I have intel.
Hello again, miss. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Very well. Good evening, Mr. Nithercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
How is the sanitary situation evolving in Whitechapel these days?
I imagine we are all part of some nightmare without beginning nor ending. If only the dreamer could awake.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
I'll leave. Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Would it ease tensions with your father if he got an honest job? Because he tried, you know.
I can't say. I'd be glad if he dropped his thuggish activities. but I'm not sure it would be enough.
Why is that?
Sometimes I suspect it's me, Dr. Reed. Or it's this life. It's like I can't find my place.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Goodbye.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
That's dirty as hell.
I'm seriously, like, this is so bad. I feel like there's things crawling up my legs. I'm just like, this is probably a worse.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many.
No.
Good evening, Mr. Petrescu.
Surely you have someone else to bother, Mr. Doctor.
I heard what happened to Nurse Crane. How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu?
Everything was going well until you arrived. Dorothea helped people and will be sorely missed.
Maybe you should consider the bigger picture. We may not have the same approach, but my priority is the safety of London's citizens.
So you put an end to the operation. Did you put an end to Dorothea as well?
You seem to have a lot on your chest, sir. What's wrong?
I heard you are a famous surgeon. Tell me, what did you do to Dorothea? She was so bright, so clever. Then you made her an empty shell.
I didn't use drugs or medical trickery, Mr. Petrescu. All I did was talk to Nurse Crane. I promise you.
But what happened to her then? After you left, she did not even recognize me. Then she got careless and sick, and I had to flee.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu? Do you need my help?
I would not even accept fresh water from you, Doctor. I don't need your help.
Yes, you do. Please.
I said I...
Tell me everything.
I do...
Goodbye. Good evening, Zhao Shu.
Wang Shanghao, Dr. Reed. It's good to see you again.
What are you doing?
I am...
What?
I am a...
How? Do be careful. These streets can be as dangerous as that terrible place where we first met.
That's true. And maybe it's the best reason to help people around here.
Huh?
Do you still...
Maybe...
Goodbye.
For fuck's sake.
Good evening.
What?
How do you... You... Good... Good evening.
On the front.
You don't see...
Oh.
I will...
Still need to acquire that medicine, of course. Not simple whatsoever.
How are you?
I'm not...
Do you need...
Play.
There. Good.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Holy fuck. That's the one poor thing about this game is there's locked doors that you need to go through but you can't go through.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Let's backtrack at least a mile. We're backtracking so far. This is literally ridiculous. I'm opening up that fucking gate. So I have to make these stupid detours.
Good evening, Doctor. Do you need hip? Good. Your luck is flat. Don't.
When I get back, I'll have a word with Tom. He's really pissed me off.
No, you already texted me.
When I get back, I'll have a word with Tom. He's really pissed me off this time. Is this supposed to be an hospital? A pigsty would smell better.
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away! Whoever you are!
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
I am not your champion.
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Silence! I'm tired of all these puppet shows.
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
Don't back up from me.
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him. But I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Why do you continue to mock me?
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
My sister Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this conclusion?
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
I felt this power radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Priwen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course, to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why, truly, did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
Will they fight the guard of Priwen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information, and then deciding how to use it.
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first. But it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help? Since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself.
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Why?
Because
They have done nothing but impede my investigations since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived.
How powerful? If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Priwen has called for a second great hunt of our kind. And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the... You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated...
What?
What?
Please. One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
So, time to visit the Ascalon Club.
I'm talking about coming to play just a couple tunes here. Give you the cut of the booze, the fucking liquor, the food sales, all of it. There's a lot of money here.
You know, the fact that you thought we'd even consider this makes you hands down the biggest fucking set of clown jokers. So how about you two microdome back in those? Here's what's gonna happen.
He's dead! Bloody leech!
No.
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners.
Holy shit, Queens? Josh? Hey man, who are you, a failed lion tamer? Feelings.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Let's do this. 10 minutes tops, and you're free to go. Shut the fuck up, cool shoulders. Let's go get this fuck over with, guys. Bullshit.
Oh, excellent, Julian. So kidnapping was your business plan.
Yep, we did it. What the fuck are you talking about, Julian? No, we didn't. We didn't do anything. We didn't do shit. We did it. We didn't do anything. I would fucking do it again. Julian. Ricky, I would do anything for the people of Sunnyvale to save their homes, man. Hold on. What are you talking about? Look, man, I'm sorry for killing these guys. We had no choice. Hurricane hit the park, and in a few days, everyone's gonna be evicted. They're gonna turn our home into a fucking cattle ranch because that dick right there is a...
The Ascalon Club. The heart of the British Vampire Society. Not quite a good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't...
Wait, no.
Don't...
Your mother...
My name is Charlotte.
I under...
What I...
You...
Come. To... What...
Who did...
I still...
Did you...
The... You... Well... All rib...
How...
People... She... Reese... Oh, that...
What
Your...
does...
Why...
Perhaps it's wise for a mortal never to totally trust a vampire. Your mother herself told me that we Ekon are creatures of deception. Maybe it's because we seem so... alive.
That may be true for a naive girl, but I have the best teacher when it comes to getting rid of an insistent immortal.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted...
Goodbye.
She's...
Good evening, sir. Please, well...
Oh, here you go, Barb. This is exactly what we talked about.
You cannot expect the newspapers to expose the truth while the war is still raging. I can assure you that the situation here is desperate.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
Hang on, Clump. That was not the deal, and you know it.
The deal's what I say the deal is, and the BNC ranch is moving ahead as planned, honey bun. Sorry, son, but you came up short.
Whoa, hang on now, sweet teats. How much are they short?
I couldn't say off the top of my head, but it's somewhere in the neighborhood of $5,000. So unless
I think 10,000 should more than cover it, don't you, douche nozzle?
Well,
What can you...
Josh, that more than
I'm up...
No, Clump, you hang on a minute. We're done here.
But...
Sunnyvale stays as it is.
Well, it looks like I was wrong about you, bud. Here, I
Did
thought
not...
you were a trailer park.
I'm...
Turns out you're just a trailer park loser like the rest of them.
Well, if carrying
I may have a...
be a loser, then I think it might be best if you just dozy-do right the fuck out of here.
Holy fuck, that was amazing. Thanks, Mr. Harvey.
Call me Mr. Joshua.
All right, thank you.
Wow, maybe all rock stars aren't complete fucking dicks after all.
No, we are. 100% of the time, actually. You guys are all right. Hey, for 10 grand, can I, score a trailer at least? I wouldn't mind coming back here to party with you guys again. This is
down here. We should pay them, that's only fair. But if we're gonna pay you guys, you need to play.
Language in this court. What's wrong with you, son?
I'll tell you what's wrong with me. The fucking government. If they hadn't fucked up and ran out of weed, I wouldn't have had to grow my own to help people out. If the fucking government ran out of bread, what? I wouldn't be allowed to bake my own fucking bread and just have to starve to death?
Order! You will watch the way you address this court. Your Honor,
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you.
I was selling tiny bit of dope, pretty much at my cost.
I know. What? But if you need. Good evening, Elbow. Do you need?
Oh, piss off.
You need some.
Nobody hires people with records you're judging. This is not fucking easy.
Are you listening to me? And listen good, Doctor. I'm gonna let you out with a warning, but I'm telling you right now, no more selling drugs. And get a job. You understand me?
Sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear you. Maybe the ceiling fans or the dust bugs buzzing around?
Are you fucking kidding me? What was that?
I said right on. See what I mean? It's hard to hear it here.
Fuck
You're not understanding me.
Look, I'm sorry, Your Honor. We understand how making you work.
Get out of my court. And if I see you in front of me again, I'll make an example out of you. Are we clear?
Crystal, you're worse than this. Why do you have to talk to judges like that? All right, well, just get me fuck home. I got paid my kid. Fucking son of a bitch! That's fucking whore! Fucking Carberry's back with such an asshole lately. Fuck yourself. Settle down.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Good evening.
You're out of your fucking mind. I mean, do you realize how much money it took them just to develop the software? The trackers, that's what I'm not getting involved in fucking Dover. You two are gonna wind
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bancher was no match for him. Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Yes, she is. I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness. She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why have you asked me here?
Because the crisis is escalating. Our enemies, the Garde of Priwen, have even launched an open hunt. The only way to calm things down is to put an end to the epidemic.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before...
Please ask.
What does it mean?
No.
What? I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk. You and
I'm listening.
A cook. No.
Does you
no.
Who? No.
No.
You will?
Of course.
Yes, I'm. What? Scars are hostile vectors of contagion. That is a fact. But first and foremost, they are victims.
I agree, Dr. Reed. Most of the new Scals who roam the streets at night used to be good British citizens. But they must be put down nevertheless.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club, and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Things are fucked. They're fighting. They're trying to get a ride in my car. I got fucking punched, and I took it personally. That was old crinkly, craggly bitch. I think she broke my fucking face bone. That sucks, but I'm sure she's isolated. We need some more fucking joints, Ricky. We're out of joints already. Yes, man. We're fucking kicking ass here, bud. Boys, that's the spirit. Yeah, that's a great idea, Joey. Not like Corky taking a fuck in the head or a choice, man. T needs backup.
Twisted up some more joints for you, Grandpa.
Awesome, buddy. Nice rolling. Keep them coming. This business is kicking ass. Someday, this will all be yours, Momo. Good old-fashioned.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Between men and women.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys. A nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Goodbye.
She's...
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
I'm investigating...
Infected?
Yes?
Not enough.
You need...
Objection! This man is certifiable. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to worship. If I may, I'd like to request remember you were back here again selling marijuana, we wouldn't have a problem. Now, obviously, you didn't get my message. Sorry, Your Ignorance, but we weren't selling it. It was a car service. He was fucking included. You made a big mistake this time, son. I'm gonna make such an example out of you, you have no idea. But I did what you told me to do. I tried to go legit for you, and for my daughter and my grandson.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan, I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, it's a miracle. We all thought you were... Oh, sir, your poor sister.
What a tragedy.
I know, Avery. I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reed expected you to return to assist with the funeral, right up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathan? We needed you here.
How
Not
the has she received?
I'm taking.
Perhaps we could.
I'm afraid Miss Reed is.
What is this?
For a time.
Have you no relative?
Your father managed to.
I'm sorry.
Your mother was strong, sir.
To be present at...
I would not.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I'd take care of his family as long as I live.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse on this family. You really should consider leaving.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that...
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
Do you really think I don't take enough care of my mother, Avery?
Yes, I do, Mr. John.
You clearly have something...
I know you work hard.
This is not my home anymore. Too many bad memories. Too many tragedies. I believe we should sell it and move far from here.
I'm afraid selling the house would only lead to another tragedy. I beg you to reconsider your decision.
I'm currently investigating sources of the epidemic in this part of town. Do you know anything useful?
Not really. Except all the MacPherson's servants resigned a few days ago. They feared becoming infected, they said.
The MacPhersons? Where do they live?
I think it's a rich house near the railway bridge in the southern part of the district.
Goodbye, Avery. Please watch over my mother until I return.
Of course.
Mother, good evening.
Jonathan! Is it you? Where have you been, my prodigal son?
I'm right here, Mother. I'm fine.
Yes.
Mary.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return?
Have you... It was just...
A night...
Mother.
Not really.
What do you mean?
Of course not.
Tell me, Mother, how...
I'm sad most of the time.
I'm so sorry.
What happened, Johnny?
I lost my way. Somewhere between the boat and the house, my life changed completely.
You should have told me, Johnny. I would have understood. You always were a secretive little boy.
Do you need...
I just want you...
I'll stay...
Just one thing.
You think...
I don't...
I know I have failed you since I returned.
I even watched you bury Mary from a distance. From now on, I will protect you. You have my word.
You don't have to apologize to me, Johnny. Do you think I did not notice how much you have changed?
Have I changed that much, Mother? Am I still your son?
You are still, and you'll always be. Despite your pale skin, your bloody eyes, and that echoing sadness in your voice.
Are you working on...
Not recently.
I recently met...
I'd be glad to meet her.
She's not famous, and her name is of no importance. And yes, she is also dead.
The important thing is, I hope you two get along. If she ever fancies meeting your mother, I'd be glad to welcome her into my home.
Why do you say Mary is visiting you, Mother? You know that's impossible.
Why should it be?
But Mary...
Yes.
But I'm not...
Oh, it...
Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir. Yes, Jonathan. Spending next summer in France.
Dogs, you got it? Yeah, piece of cake. No, not the fucking cake. Cake. Hot dogs. Fuck your stupid. We're on it, dude. Fuck off with the hammer. Seriously, get the fuck out of my face. 20 fucking years. Fuck off. You said you got weed, motherfucker? Yeah, I do have weed. You guys know where I can get some non-biting animals the kids like? Did you say animal cracker? Get it, boys. Get an animal cracker? Animal cracker? No, that shit was fake. What the fuck's wrong with you? Stupid ass fucking quacker. Shut the fuck up, man. Go wait in the joints. Boys, here's the deal. You guys get me some fucking animals for a petty zooey type thing. My last big OG Kush, it's fucking yours. Oh, fuck, word. On it like Chronicle, boy. Oh, wait, are you fucking washing your clothes in the fucking toilet? Fuck, smell like piss, man. Your old lady keep pissed on me, that's why. Alright, boys, shit's coming together here. Let's go talk to the bounce. What the fuck can help us do? Okay, get in the car, you weird looking fuck. What the fuck are you doing? I'm doing what I fucking want. Sorry, asshole, I don't do Fridays. Not really a clown. What do you mean? Look, you got a fucking clown suit on, big fucking shoes, stupid hair, and a big red nose. You're a fucking clown. Get in the car now! I'm just a drunk that works for free liquor and haircuts. Just hair customers. Get in there! You hurt me! Hey, what's going on here? You scared away my customer. Fruity, morning clown for a couple hours, bud. Who the fuck you are? He's my clown. Get your hands off him. Fucking calm down, Fruity. I just need him for a little... fucking Moses is about to fucking dead, so they're gonna blow my big toe off. They can give me a fucking hand here, Chewie. Put the phone down. You gotta spin your faces around to the camera. Put the fucking phone down. Turn that off. Look, I'll have $50 for you when we bring him back, Fruity. I'm gonna get money in $7 shampoo and cuts. Okay? Shampoo. Please don't call the cops. Whoa. What the fuck is happening to me, dude? It's like the more we walk, the more blue dots come out. I'm not a doctor. That's kind of dope. Totally, man. You look like a leopard. I mean, if it didn't have big teeth and hair, and it had blue dots. What? A rat? Are you sure this guy's gonna trade food for weed? Yeah, totally, dude. I see we can trade weed, cough syrup, hockey cards, fresh water, cops, tire, a park bench, man. This guy will trade anything for his hot dogs. His name is the Dog Farm. I think he's like in the mafia, dude, and he loves me. Hey, Godfather, what's up, my brother?
How many dogs, weird little fuck? All of them? No, can't do it. Almost not trust. I have regular.
Please, Mr. Dog, it's like 911, dude. Yeah, they're for my son's birthday party. We're getting a clown, too.
Follow me, dickheads.
I remember Sunday walks in the park.
Okay, who wants to play pin the tail on the donkey? Party sucks, asshole.
Great entertainment for the kids, Ricky. A clown that smells like booze and shit. He has a sock duct taped in his mouth. Classy.
Doesn't matter what you fucking did. It's all part of the act there, so mind your own fucking business. Yo, what's up, dude? We got the birthday food. Over here right now. What's up, dude? So, man, you know how like ever since we met, I've totally thought you were a dick, right? Yeah, dude. So what if there's a way to change that? What if I told you there's a way we can hang out together, just you and me, for part of an afternoon sometime this year? You just have to do it. Done. The almighty, big, fucking tough show-off Julian thinks he's taking over my grandson's party. He's got another thing running.
Wrong door. Wrong door.
Good evening, miss. Can I help you? I'm a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I am...
Miss, you don't see...
No, it's me who bites them.
What? Miss Billow?
The voice...
Do...
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Don't you remember...
I was...
What?
Shut.
I'm investigating.
Infection.
And where it...
West of the park.
You'll pay for that! He's dead! Bloody leech!
Oh my god, enough with the loading at the worst possible time. I gotta switch out a weapon. Oh, hold up. I gotta get this. I gotta record this. Hold up.
He's joking! Oh my fuck, does anybody know how to do the hard leg remover? Julie, get here, we need your mouth. Fuck's sakes, hold my phone! Hurry up, get behind him and squeeze him. I'm not getting behind him and squeezing him, turn him on. Well, he's back and turning blue, so you either turn him on or he's turned off. For good. No, you gotta spoon him. Get in there nice and close to those big boa constrictor and slap them around him. For fuck's
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
Okay, now. No. Stop.
I've never seen such a radical mutation. Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution? So the husband had an affair with Doris. Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
demon! Back! Oh no!
You're not even facing it at me. That makes no sense.
Crush the leech, boys! A leech!
Over there!
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage. He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture. This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was done pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent. Ah!
So... Oh, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
That smells like a pile of shit. Hey, and then shit it out.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck is up with your ass, man? When you die, it's fucking up my test.
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Start hanging out in the dock, giving babies to sailors again.
Agreed. It was a scam.
A scam, fucking asshole! I just need time! It's not my fault! The government break that shit pipe!
What the fuck is going on?
I'll tell you what's going on, you muscular cocksucker! The CRA rammed their 17-foot slithering oiled-up cock right down my family fucking throat!
If you wish to stay tonight, your room is ready.
How would you like that? Jesus, make the check your fucking hole for a dead rat. Yeah, listen, but I why don't you and all your assholes get stop threatening all them hard-earned money, and when you're done doing that, go fuck yourself. Now you've done it, sir. The police are coming to your house, and they're coming right now. And I hope you Ricky, that smells like a pile of shit. Hey, a whole bunch of shit, and then shit it out. Taste it.
Christ, Ricky, what the fuck is up with your ass? Such an asshole. He knows how to figure this shit out, and it won't tell me.
What does that even mean, Dad?
He had the answer on how to get these tax fuckers, and then they got gone. Maybe I need to get more high. Maybe that'll be it.
Okay, I guess anything's worth a try. Listen, I'm really proud of you. I'm not sure how you eat this stuff, though.
That's not that bad. Is there any marshmallow stuff on there? Cheese whiz? I just wish the fucking cocksucking CRA was a mouse, because then I could set a trap, put a little piece of cheese, and snap, I got the little fuckers. But no, they're not a mouse.
Just wait, Dad. I think you just figured it out.
What do you mean?
That's it, a trap.
I know, but I'd never find a trap that big. I don't want to kill them, I just want to catch the fuckers.
No, I don't mean catch them in a real trap. You don't want to kill them. I just mean set a trap, lure them in, and then you'll know who they are.
Fuck! Holy fuck, you're smart. Just need to set a fucking trap. Fuck you, brain. I win again. Boys, I figured it out. Just need to get to the right level of high. It is good. Mousetrap. Just treat them like a mouse. Fucking mouse like cheese, so instead of just trying to cheese me like a cash, the mouse is gonna be like, well, it'd be a car, but someone gets in the car and then comes and try to drive to get the cheese. And the cheese. Fuck! Just tell the low-life fucks that I have the money.
up to your trailer. Yeah, I know. Listen, they couldn't do that. What, you called them back? Yeah. The trap is set. Bridge in 4 hours. Wicked. Me and Jacob were in 100. Yeah, we got gas. One shot. Just you two fucking it up. Yep. Stroll down here under the dirty old goddamn bridge. Plus, they're greasy. They're gonna want the cast. They're gonna show up. Don't worry about it. I am worried about it. Oh, Big Hawk, what's up, man? What? What are you talking about? What about my money? Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Fuck! Fuck's sakes. Underestimate the power of money. We need to play this smart. Blank the card. Down each side, one of us comes up from behind. What about a distraction, maybe, Julie? Maybe throw a rock and hit the roof. Yeah, I like that. Ricky, I'll signal you. Okay, Timmy, out of the car. Ricky, fuck's sakes. That's under some kind of... See how we investigate that? Bring us up, you bottom. Okay, come with us. Do this easy way or the hard way. I like option B.
It ain't you! Kill it! Over there! There's one of them vermin! Look at it!
Fresh water. As long as it's not holy water, I may find some use for it.
As long as you have the money.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
You don't...
Fuck it.
When science failed you.
If I can't heal you, I'll just have to kill you then. There's not gonna be a cure for this, for that fucking sickness he has. Well, I'm just gonna let Whitechapel die. I don't even care.
safer places to be.
Oh my goodness.
There.
How did that hit me? I was well out of the range. Yes. I'm like trying to do something.
When your pets go in your savings account.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
15 points. We start shooting again. Show me how much is in there now. When it clears that money, I put $5,000 back in it.
Alright.
I want the keys to your car. I'm not paying any tax now. So that whole $5,000 is going back in that account.
Okay.
Okay, so just let me know how much. Because by the time I put $5,000 in a few days, I should have $16,000 or something. I should still have $11,000.
Yep. Same as before. Same as before.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?